Yeah, you know, it's
Wow.
all a game,
Yeah.
all this supposed fighting, and what no one's doing, of course, is calling out the billionaires and the real core game of what's going on and the
Exactly.
corruption. I mean, and you'll hear like Trump call out corruption, and it's part of the game they play, right? Saying,
Mhm.
"Oh yeah, I'm against the corruption that this party's doing, but not against fixing the system,"
Exactly.
which they are
Exactly.
all players in.
All right, guys. Eric's gonna close it out.
I also just wanted to note how, of course, it all is a game, and it's theater. Trump is a particular player in it, but you can't. It's funny. You want to laugh at it, but it's kind of a dark laughter. But we still have to some extent. But what I wanted to also highlight here is the latest Substack post from 11 Demands, building on the State of the Union. Right, I think this is apropos, saying the State of the Union is corrupt, and I happened to see on the old Twitter X, somebody posted a video with showing Trump here, or of course it's an AI generated video, but having Trump in a NASCAR style suit with all the sponsors, of course Israel in the middle. But I thought even beyond Israel, it's got Palantir, Pfizer, of course the big one, Big Pharma. You got Google in there, and basically it's the system, it's the billionaires. But let's take a look. The State of the Union is corrupt. A Trump presidency makes it obvious our government is corrupt. And it's not just a little corrupt. No, it runs deep and wide. And it's not just Trump. Yeah, Trump will take things to the extreme, and he certainly did that tonight. But any analysis that portrays the Republican and Democratic parties as significantly different entities is flawed. As is usually the case, an MCDS analysis will provide clarity. We're talking about MCDS, money, corruption, demands, and solutions. M, both parties are about the money. Our supposed representatives line their pockets and live large while working people have to scrape to get by. Both parties are corrupt. From the top on down, they serve the billionaires and that Epstein class. Why? Because that's where the money is. The D, our Congress members, they actually do respond to the demands of their constituents. The thing is, and they're quite good at it, the thing is, their constituents aren't us. Their constituents are the top 0.1%, the billionaires, not us, the 99%. The solution to this mess is a mass movement based on clear demands with a strong focus on corruption. It's up to us to make those demands and be relentless about not settling for less. They give us crumbs to stop us from demanding the whole cake. And the whole cake is a government that works in the interest of the 99%. A few members of Congress, like Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna, have been pushing for more of the Epstein files to be released and also for a war powers resolution. That's good, but it's not nearly enough. And the basic question needs to be asked. Why are they still members of these deeply corrupt warmongering parties? At any time, these supposedly dissident members could exit the Uniparty and form a new independent coalition that calls out the corruption and truly represents the working class. Even if it was a small number of them working together behind a clear sense of principles, that would yield serious power and influence. And they would be wildly popular. So why don't they do that? As with all the why questions in politics, the answer is the same: money. They are comfortable in these positions. If they were the type of folks who would seriously rock the boat, they would not have been allowed to win their party primaries and get into those seats in the first place. They're not the heroes we're looking for. The heroes that we need are us. It starts with having real demands, not settling for less. 11 Demands is, at its core, a way of thinking. It's about applying the MCDS framework to understand how power really operates. You can check it out at 11demands.org, and let's work on making it happen. And if we click through the old 11 Demands, come on, browser, here we go. We got the 11 Demands website, and in there you can find the demands list that talks about what a better world looks like in terms of the list of demands. Number one is how we fix it in terms of the things you have to do fixing that big money in politics and government. And also mentioned in that article, the MCDS, a framework for understanding how government really works and how we can fix it. So do check all that out at the old 11demands.org. There's also Substack articles that are also linked in this article and elsewhere. So I just wanted to call that out tonight as a connection to the theater of the State of the Union and about what can be real as opposed to doing that. But it's going to take a movement. It's going to take those real demands, and it's going to take us figuring out how to organize around that and get literally millions of people together to demand these things and make something real happen.